Well, Tuesday's votes are widely being seen as the first litmus test, really, on Trump's presidency since last November's election. It's far from a perfect predictor for next year's midterms, but they do give the American public their first chance to publicly voice their approval or otherwise of Trump's administration and indeed its policies. But more than that, really, these votes will give an insight into the ideological and generational divisions that exist within the Democrats. There is a vast swathe of elections taking place, but the most hotly watched races are indeed the gubernatorial contest in New Jersey and Virginia, as well as that mayoral election in New York as well. All places that Trump lost in 2024, but with narrowing margins, it should be said. Well, Trump is now eyeing the 2026 midterms and is determined to buck the trend that we've seen in recent years of the sitting party typically coming off worse in the midterms. In his first term, Democrats won the races for governor in Virginia and New Jersey in 2017 before going on to take control of the House the following year in a sweeping victory. Well, the House then launched impeachment proceedings and investigations against Trump, and the White House is working hard to avoid a replay of that scenario. And to that end, another key vote to watch tomorrow is in California, which is the latest battle in the nationwide redistricting push. Texas recently redrew congressional lines that could add up to 5 Republican seats in the House. And now California is asking its people to do the same to give Democrats an edge. Republican states like North Carolina, Missouri, they've all answered Donald Trump's call to redraw their districts. Others also mobilizing too, including Indiana and Kansas. The Republicans currently have a razor-thin majority of 3 seats in the House, which highlights just how critical the squeezing of these extra seats through redistricting could prove to be in the future.
Well, Fraser, these races are being seen as a litmus test. Tell us what's at stake for the Democrats and the Republicans.
Well, off-year elections typically have lower turnout than presidential elections, but the Democrats are hoping that anger towards Donald Trump and his policies will turn people out. Republicans, of course, hoping that the love for Trump will bring out voters, despite the president not being directly on the ballot. Republicans will be watching to see whether Tuesday's off-year elections are a bellwether for next year's midterms, with President Trump painting those elections as crucial, arguing that the Democrats will try to undo all of his policies that he's managed to get across the line so far. For the Democrats, however, and critics of the Democrats, I should say many of those are even within their own party, those critics say that the party has lost its identity as the old guard grapples with the emergence of a fresh crop of faces who are challenging the established ideologies of the party, but also the old way of doing things